What do you tell yourself, Kirk? What do you tell yourself? Seriously, I mean, you hear the narratives in this league. You don't have your head in the sand. You know that it's time for you to get to a championship game or win a championship, or I think you've dispelled the can't win under the bright lights of a nationally televised game. I think that's been dispelled. But you hear that. What do you tell yourself, Kirk?
Well, I just go back to what Mike Shanahan said. Early in my pro career to our whole team back in Washington, he always would say, "Tough times don't last, tough people do." And I just have learned the truth of that statement time and again in this league. And you are going to face tough times. You are going to deal with narratives, and you are going to deal with people pointing the finger, and that's part of our job in this business, and that's okay. But I've learned that they don't last. They come and they go, and the key is that you last longer than those narratives would do, if you will. And so tough times don't last, tough people do. From Mike Shanahan, it's kind of always been something that I hold on to if things aren't necessarily going our way for a bit.
How has your new coach, Kevin O'Connell, Kirk Cousins, unlocked you a little bit in a way that perhaps you hadn't been before? You got something for me there?
Well, I think he certainly, empowered not only me but many of the leaders on the team in just a way that he goes out of his way to whether it's compliment you in front of the team or give you sort of a mantle from which to lead. But at the same time, part of my challenge with a new system and new coaches was, hey, we've been doing some good stuff here with Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson, and hey, let's not change it too much because what we've done has been really working on offense. And so, but certainly we got to find ways to win more because we had been basically hovering around 500. And so I think Kevin's helped us find the inches to turn some of those close losses into close wins. And really that's what this league is all about is find ways to win football games. And it doesn't always have to be pretty. And this year it hasn't always been pretty, but when you can find ways to win, it sure makes for a great year.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to go, I don't know Mike Shanahan's history off the top of my head, but is O'Connell the first head coach you've ever had that's played quarterback? Ever?
That's a good question. Jay Gruden obviously was a arena quarterback, played college quarterback, so I'd say Jay was as well.
Right.
But in college, working with Mark D'Antonio at Michigan State, he was more of a defensive-minded guy,
right. And we all
had
know
a lot
about
of success.
We know about
with
Zimmer,
that style as well.
Right, and we know about Zimmer too. That's not his. Again, I just find it fascinating watching you play this year. It does seem like you're taking more chances. You're riskier, and the risks get a lot of rewards. I mean, again, I know that throw to Justin Jefferson was like a do or die, but I mean, you put it up there. You actually threw it up there. Like you seem to be less concerned about making mistakes this year, Kirk. Is that accurate or no?
Yeah, I think that might be another one of those narratives that sounds good to say, but
okay.
when you actually study tape, because I think when you look back at previous years, there's still a lot of production. When you look at air yards and all that, there's a lot of that going on. But what I'm not going to do probably is run around and break tackles and stiff arm people and do all that. And so I think sometimes that can make you look like you're maybe less of the air yards guy or putting the ball up than it looks. But certainly in this system and the way I'm being coached this year, I would say there are probably a few more opportunities where it's really encouraged, to give Justin that chance. And I think playing with him a little longer, along with some other teammates, just continuing to learn their game and what they do well, probably that time on task together also helps you, trust it a little more and give him those chances.
Well, I appreciate the gentle pushback there, Kirk. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So the general sense around this team coming off that win, three games to go, you're going to hear the Skull chant for at least one playoff game. So what is the general sense around there? Do you talk Super Bowl openly? You don't? Just give me what do you got on that front before I let you go in the rest of your day?
Yeah, I think it's really what it's always been, and the healthiest way to approach it is, it's a Tuesday, so it's because we play Saturday, this would be like our normal Wednesday in this league, and I don't even know that we talk much about Saturday or the game. We talk about having the best possible Tuesday we can have here with practice and walkthrough and preparation and talking through all our different checks and calls and learning our opponents. So you kind of just try to take it one day at a time, 1 week at a time, and not get too far down the road. And we also realized that we were down 33-0 last Saturday, so there's plenty of bad football to clean up, plenty of work to do. And we've had a lot of games that we've won, but you just don't walk off the field feeling like you played your best football. And so we're still kind of searching for that game where we can really put a 4-quarter performance together that's our best of the year and that meets our standard. And I think we're still looking for that, and we got 3 weeks left before we get to the dance.
Well, Kirk, thanks for the time. I know Michael Irvin chose you as his MVP. He's got a "you like that" button on game day morning that he hits all the time. You've been making him hit it a heck of a lot more these days too. So I'm enjoying watching that and enjoying watching you. Thanks for the time.
Yeah, that's fun. Michael's been tooting our horn all year, and hopefully we can make him right here as we go down the stretch. But should be fun, and it'll be exciting, and looking forward to our game on Christmas Eve.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.